The Chinese love movie Left Ear was released in 2015. It is directed by Su Yupeng and written by Rao Zuman. The film tells the story of Left Ear. It tells the story of a 17-year-old girl named Li Er who has poor hearing in her left ear. Inaudible, the humble and introverted Li Er suddenly fell in love with the boy Shu Yi one day, and at the same time Shu Yi was pursued by the stray girl. The broken-hearted Li Er became friends with Bara by chance, and also met Zhang Yang, the boy who really beloved Bara. Then Bara passed away in an accident, and Li Er finally fell in love with Shu Yi. The movie mainly shaped small ears Bara, Zhang Yang, Shu Yi and other young people with very different personalities, and showed them the pain and beauty of the young people's growing up. In recent years, Chinese youth films have sprung up like bamboo shoots after a rain, from The Girl We Chased Together That Year to Youth, and then to the Little Times series, as well as The Year in a Hurry, which was also released this year. Most of them are adapted into movies based on popular youth novels and put on the big screen, allowing the audience to find memories and youth from the movies, which is quite popular. Because they are all best-selling novels, the user base is still basic. Moreover, a large crowd of teenagers is willing to go into the cinema to experience the fiery youth. For adults who are no longer young, they can recall the lost youth through the film. Aftertaste the unique sweetness and bitterness of youth. However, a large number of youth movies can also cause visual fatigue and gradually have an immune system, because these subjects are all the same, and it is not easy to be different. The first thing that attracted me to this film was this well-known novel when I was in school, Left Ear, written by Rao Zuman. The film is also its eponymous movie, which makes people feel like this movie that accompanied me through my school days. How the best-selling novel will be interpreted is full of expectations. Another reason is that one of the starring actors is Zhang Yang. This post-90s generation is advancing step by step on the road of film and television, and the starring. Many TV shows have high ratings. The other starring actors are mostly newcomers, and even the female protagonist is the first on screen. China Southern Airlines schoolgirls became popular on the internet at first, and being selected by the director is inseparable from her temperament image, but there is still a certain risk in using newcomers, because newcomers the acting will be a bit clumsy and immature, and it's easy to spot in the film. However, the box office will not be too bad depending on the name of the novel, but the reputation will be affected. Another highlight of this film is that Su Yupeng played the role of director for the first time and completed his first directing work in his life. It is unnatural to think of To Youth directed by Jiao Wei. Personally, I think To Youth. Even better. The film is closer to the novel. It tells the rebelliousness of the children in the student period, the persistence and dedication to love, and the different life trajectories brought about by the unbridled youth. Compared with the previous youth films, the film is slightly violent and dark, showing the less sunny dark side of youth, and it has its own characteristics. Li Ba, a girl with a particularly bold personality, is desperate for love and is willing to be used. Her boldness, her persistence in love, her straightforward character and righteousness have been transformed into the spokesperson of youth, and it is precisely because of her. The existence of the people around her were all subtly affected by her, so that after she left, people miss her deeply. There will be good girls in every class. The heroine Li Er in the film is like that. There is an older brother who loves herself very much, but she just likes a person who doesn't love herself, Shu Yi, and she faces indifference. Being willing to give is also an obsession with love. In the ignorant youth, everyone will meet a person they like. Some people can snuggle together and some can only watch from a distance. That is also a kind of happiness. The relationship between Shu Yi and Zhang Yang is very delicate. They hold a grudge because of an unknown past. The moment the heart knot opens, you will experience relief and joyfulness. The characterization of each character is very obvious and unique. After experiencing the ignorance and pain of youth, you will transform into a brand new self. This is the meaning of youth. Maybe it's because the director arrived for the first time, and it's a film based on the novel. The plot of the novel is meticulous and rich. When the director puts it on the big screen too complete, there will be a problem. The film is lengthy and lacks focus. As a domestic youth film, 115 minutes is really a bit long, and the storyline and perspective of the film are told according to the timeline, which is a bit easier to understand and clearer. But if it is just a pure listing, the film will appear a bit it's boring and has no focus. Which is what I feel after reading it. I feel that the director is too conservative when editing after the filming and does not give up what should be discarded, so it makes the film look a little dull. Everyone knows the novel. Even if it is put on the big screen, it should highlight what the director wants to show in front of the audience. Create a series like Little Times. The film once again let people experience the public personality of youth. That ignorant and courageous courage, the pain of licking the wound secretly after being injured. There is only one youth. Love is right if it is right, it is youth if it is wrong. Like this sentence. Everyone will have a person who loves deeply in their life. Maybe that person is not your Mr. Right. But you love it. If you can't do it, you can't force it. Even if you are hurt, you will be willing. This is youth tilde.